News stories that we're following today. It was a dramatic day of testimony in the federal corruption case against Corrine Brown, the former Congresswoman taking the stand in her own defense this afternoon as the case begins to wind down.
This comes one day after her longtime friend and former chief of staff testified against her. We have live team coverage on your side's Clark Foraker is outside the federal courthouse. But let's begin with First Coast News anchor Heather Crawford. Heather?
Good evening, Jeannie. Well, court just ended for the day a few minutes ago. Corrine Brown's in the middle of being cross-examined, and she will take the stand again tomorrow morning when court resumes. Now, she testified today that she wished she paid closer attention to her finances and said that she was always busy doing things for her constituents. Now, her testimony definitely drew the biggest crowd so far during her trial. The courtroom was at capacity. The overflow room, which is where I sat, was near capacity. At times, Brown was indignant. At times, she was tearful. And she testified today that she did not know that her long-serving chief of staff, Ronnie Simmons, had stolen any money until he pleaded guilty this past February. Now, Brown is facing 22 charges in a 24-count federal indictment, charges pertaining to alleged mail, wire, and tax fraud. Those are charges that Brown adamantly denies, and the defense is trying to pin all of this on Ronnie Simmons. And we heard Brown talk a lot about Simmons today, testifying that she loved him, that he was like a son to her. And she talked about how he had access to her bank accounts. I want to pull up one of her quotes today on the stand. She said sometimes he would move money from one account to another downstairs. I know it sounds strange, but that's what he did. Now, First Coast News' Clark Foraker has been covering this case from the very beginning. And Clark, I found it really interesting how Brown testified today that she'd only met the head of One Door for Education, that bogus charity who's pleaded guilty in this case. She'd only met Carla Wiley a handful of times.
Yeah, Carla Wiley is sort of a non-issue for Corrine Brown at this point. She's trying to convince the jury that Ronnie Simmons basically moved all this money on his own. And of course, they've seen documents and photos showing Brown with either cash in her hand or her signatures on checks involving One Door for Education. Court just wrapped up here a couple moments ago, and the Congresswoman today, her testimony was very interesting. Her attorney, James Smith, put her up on the stand, and the first questions out of his mouth were asking her if she was involved in a conspiracy to commit wire fraud, or in fact committed wire fraud herself. She said no to both of those questions, and then her attorney attempted to unravel all of the things they've tried to pin on her and show the Congresswoman as sort of ambivalent, that she worked towards scholarships, and in the other areas where money was changing hands and could have been illegal, that she simply did not know what was going on, and that Ronnie Simmons handled the duties of her office and the finances within in a very intimate way. I think one of the most interesting things about her testimony today is that she really addressed the jury in a very dignified and intentional way. Certainly with some questions and answers, it was a yes-no kind of thing, but as the Congresswoman always does, she's a long-winded person, has been for decades, and certainly it was no different in court today. She spoke to those jurors, was often pivoting in her chair as she was talking to them. She's really trying to convince them that she was doing the right thing the whole time, and that Ronnie Simmons is really the one who is responsible for all this. Of course, attorneys said, why on earth would Ronnie Simmons do this if you and he were so close? And she could not answer that question, said she had no idea that he didn't need to steal the money. She is under cross-examination right now, and that will continue tomorrow morning. Heather?